Right, there's a few little jobs need doing before we go away again. The first one being this. It's something's gone wrong with the hinge, so I'm going to have a quick look at that and see what's going on. Sometimes it's opening, sometimes it isn't. But the lock here, when you normally release it, that's not working. Same as this one is. So I'm having to undo that one. I think it's quite clearly broken. But sometimes this will open, sometimes it won't. So what I can see is, I don't know whether you can see that spring there coming through. That quite clearly shouldn't be there. So I'm going to try just poking that back through and see what happens. Right, I've got my speckies on. It's just about, if I push that back in, that sounded better, didn't it? Pretty sure it's not supposed to be there though. See what happens now. It doesn't open at all. Can you see there's another spring in there? There you go. You can just about see it in there. Yeah, that's not supposed to be there either. So I think I'm going to take it all off and have a look, see what's happening. Right, I'm going to take the table off, I think. I hope this table doesn't fall on my head. Make a good blooper though, wouldn't it? There you go. Remember which way it goes. So we can have a closer look at this now. Can we have a closer look at it? No, I can't really see it. I'm going to have to take these two screws out of here as well. So we can quite clearly see now that that spring isn't in the right place. And that one isn't either. So I'm going to have a look at the other side, see how it's supposed to go, and then see if we can fix it. Well, as you can see, this one's quite clearly broken as well. So these aren't the best hinges in the world, are they? Might have to send them back to Mr. Amazon. So I'm having to take both of the buggers off now, if I can get at them. So will we get some new hinges before we go away to Scotland? And I'll get it in because it won't open. Right, let's have a look. I don't know. So I can't even compare this one, which I didn't think was broke, with this one, which I knew was broke. So they're both broke. Bloody hell! You can see these hinges are quite clearly broken. I don't see why I should have to fix them anyway. So I now have the choice of, do I try and fix them or do I just take the springs out? I'm pretty sure they'll still work without the springs in. Do I send them back? Do I buy some new ones? They're only £7, but what's the point in getting some new ones if they're just going to break anyway? I think I'm just going to wiggle them around a little bit until I can get them to work in some kind of way, just for this trip, and then decide what we're going to do after that. Does this bit just have to fall back and go in there? I just don't know. I'm not a spring expert. Right, I've made it so it will work. I've actually used the snippers and snipped off some of the spring. So how it works now is, that's closed. You open it up, and you've got to push this bit underneath. It's then stable. When you want to release it, you press that and it'll work. That'll have to do for now until we can get some more. So something along the lines of this. That opens, you have to push that in. There's no way that can come down, so it's strong enough. Then when you want to release it, you press that and it goes in, but there's just no spring holding that in position. That's the only trouble. Now I could quite clearly order some more of these and they're going to come tomorrow, which gives me a day to put them on, which isn't a problem at all. But it's from the same company, and is the same thing going to happen? They're only £7. I don't know what to do. I'll put these back on, see how it goes. So I'm just going to snip that wire off because it's useless anyway. There you go. There's still no opening there because there's another wire in the way, so I'm going to have to try and snip that wire off, which you can just see in there if I zoom in. So somehow I'm going to have to try and get that wire off as well. There you go. Nice and strong. Right, let's get them back up, see how it works in reality. I'll have to put something heavy on it to make sure it's suitable. Right, that's up. Click that into position. That's not going to come down. With my substantial weight on it, it's not coming down. And then just close it like that. I'll make it work. Well, that quite clearly wasn't working, so I ripped them off in a rage and went to the local store that didn't have them and didn't seem to even know what they were. So I've had to reorder them off Amazon again, which goes against the grain a little bit to me. So hopefully they'll turn up tomorrow and I can get them fitted tomorrow and everything will be fine. Let's see. Right, it's the next day and the new hinges have turned up. And they're pretty much identical to the last ones. In fact, they're very identical, and I don't know whether you can see how the springs actually work in there. Now, if I'd known that both the springs come out on the same side, I could have probably repaired that, but I've ruined them at the moment. So right, let's get these on. I've got two holes here, so I'm not entirely sure which set of holes it went into. They look the same height to me. Oh, I don't know. We'll try them once, see how it goes. Get in the hole, man, in the hole. It's a good job it didn't take that long for the hinges to be delivered, isn't it? Less than 24 hours. You can't complain at that from Mr. Amazon. So, as I believe I've already said, I did try the local store, but they didn't have any. That looks straight to me. Just trying to get it back in the same hole. Right, let's try it. Oh, that looks wonky as hell, doesn't it? That doesn't look good. But when you lift it up, it's very straight with the top. So, I don't know. Madness. I don't care, it's staying like that. And just the last one to go in the middle one here. Doesn't seem to be clicking in position. Flip's sake. It's alright like that. Is it going to rattle? Is it going to rattle when we're driving? I don't know. Anyway, that's that job done. Right, now I'm going to try and put a little socket on the wall. Right, job number 2. We've decided we want a socket just about there, I'm thinking. So the easiest way to do it is just to run an extension from underneath where the electrics come in. Plug that into it and then we've got instant power there, but I don't want to cut a big hole in there, so I'm just going to drill a hole, thread the wire through, and luckily it's one of these plugs, not a moulded plug. I can take it off, thread it through and put it back on again, and I think that'll be just tickety-boo. Right, let's get on with it then. Right, we've decided again that we're going to move the kitchen out, unscrew it, just pull it out a little bit and hide the wires that way, we think. Alright, let's do that again. I'm too old to be doing this, man. Have I got a builder's bum? Right, follow me in. I want to show you something which isn't very good. This is where I get it fastened to the wall, into the frame itself, and as you can see, it is quite clearly snapped, which can't be good. Alright, moving this out the way again. Oh, it's heavy. Oh, wires. I forgot about the pumps for the... Oh. Yeah, that'll do that. I've decided we're going to put this up here, like that. We're going to bring this wire in behind the board, bring it out at the bottom, put the plug back on, stick another extension on, and then it's long enough to reach the... what's the word? I don't want to say shore power, it's not shore power, what's it called? Hook up, when we're on the hook up. So it'll reach that one. But the board's not... I've took some of the screws out, but it's not moving here, so I'm guessing there's a screw behind these tiles somewhere, which I'm going to peel back for a sneaky look. There you go, there it is there. So once I undo that, and hopefully that'll stick back on, no problem. This looks good, doesn't it? The old radar key. And hopefully we can get these back in, because they've been a bitch on previous occasions. There you go. Alright, and there's no wires behind there or anything. So I'm going to tuck it behind there, bring it all the way down to the bottom, and have it probably just come out at the side or something, because that's all hid away anyway. Yeah, that's the way forward. So on the back of here we've got two little holes for the screws to go into, so they're just going to fit onto the screws. I've measured the gap from middle to middle. It's 120 millimeters. So that's what I've measured. I've measured the distance from there to there, and they're both the same. So that, by rights, should just slot onto there. You didn't think it was going to work, did you? Take that out of there for now. It looks right. There you go. Yay. And it looks right from here, but I'm going to come out and have a look. You won't be able to... Oh, it looks alright, doesn't it? Yeah. Right, that'll do. Took the wires behind. Get the tiles stuck back on. If we can. And that'll be just like that. That'll be just like that. That'll come out there, just like that. That'll come inside, yeah. Either that way, or when we have the eco flow there, when we're working off that, that'll plug into the back of there. Hopefully it's long enough. If it isn't long enough, we'll just use a little extension. So I'm just going to screw this back up now, pin that, stick that back down, and Bob is your uncle again. Oh, make sure that's not behind that, because that would be pretty damn stupid, wouldn't it? Poke it in a bit further. There you go. Will it find the hole again though? That's the thing. Stick this back on. Quality workmanship. Tip these back in. Come on, find the hole. Is that a good thing when it's squeaking? There we go. This one back in. That's a pretty easy way to put an extension on, isn't it? Plug. You don't have to video this, I'm sure people know how to put a plug on.
You think they would?
They do, man, they do. Right, so now's the test. We've got it plugged into the EcoFlow. Let's see if it works. Turn the Hoover on the vacuum cleaner. I don't see the lights on, but it's just good for the video. There you go. So that's running off the EcoFlow into there. If you could hear me, I'm happy with that. So when it's not plugged into the EcoFlow, if you come round this way, so when we've got electric hookup on a campsite, for instance, or at home, whatever, that powers this block, this unit with a fuse unit on it. So that will end up being plugged into there and works the same. I mean, we could just plug kettles and cooking implements and such straight into the EcoFlow or straight into here, but it just bit easier, isn't it, on the top? I think easier when you're putting the kettle on and stuff like that. Yeah. Right, I've decided I'm going to double up on these to see if that is any stronger and get that on there. There you go, that's a lot stronger now. Right, so the next job we've decided to do another job is I need to put something on the side of these because things are just falling out. We're pushing stuff in and they're just falling out and getting on everybody's nerves. So I've got plenty of plywood. I'm just going to cut some out and just quickly screw them into there on both sides. Yeah. Right, I'd already had these two bits. They're not quite the right depth, but they'll do. They'll still stop things from falling out. So I'm sure I've measured this the right size. Do you think I should measure it again? Where'd I put that tape measure? Yeah, perfect. And it's raining. Let's get this quickly done. It's two pieces, that's why it's taken so long. Right, let's get these in. Need a quick try in just to make sure I have cut out the right size. There you go. That'll stop things falling out, won't it? That'll do for now. If it needs to be bigger, we'll make it bigger. Happy?
Yeah, at least we'll get through that bit as well. If I need to.
Okie doke, let's get them screwed on. Right, I know I should be drilling holes and countersinking and stuff, but it's only in the garage. And that's fine. Perfect. I'm a little bit under the weather today, shall we say. We went out to celebrate our friend Trevor's birthday, who's sadly no longer with us, so friends and family all met up. We had a toast and we did the quiz. We didn't win the quiz. I guess that's it, a screw. But we had a good time. Remembering our trip. Right, get the other side done. And that's it. Hiya. I'll be aching again tomorrow, won't I, when we going away. There you go, you can put things in there now and it won't fall out. For flip's sake. You know when you're watching other YouTubers and they're all like nice and smiley and nothing goes wrong, do you think that's all bullshit, or do you think they're just not filming themselves swearing and getting things wrong? We could do with something on the front as well, couldn't we, to stop the fridge from flying in and out? But,
yeah, in the middle.
But how do you open it and shut it? That's the thing. So that's it, 3 jobs done. We have done the lifting of the table, the fastening of the table. We've put a new plug in. We put the things in the back to stop the stuff falling out, as you've just seen. So yeah, that's it for now. Say bye-bye, Brenda. Oh, she's not here, but she would have said goodbye. And we'll catch you next time. Thumbs up and subscribe would be champion. And yeah, we're off. We're off to sunny Scotland. Bye-bye now.